Hello everyone, Ninja here, and welcome to another Arknight Endfield video. So for today, I'm going to try and fully optimize the Wuling factory. So, I won't lie, off camera, I did a little bit of work. I basically finished doing the battery setup. So, right now it's only working at half capacity. Where is it? Yeah, the Wuling batteries, it's only working at half capacity because I'm stealing half of the Zaronite to create the copium components. So basically half copium goes into here for 6 per second, or 6 per minute, and half goes into the SE Wuling batteries for 6 a minute. Right now I'm making Jinkao tea, but I will probably switch this into Yazin now. So, basically, I'm just going to walk through my current setup. So, right now, all of this is Zaronite production. It's based similar to before, except that it's facing down instead of up, which is what I had before. And then, all of this is a new portion of basically me turning the liquid Zaronite into, or solid Zaronite into Zycron effluent. And then I have my depot slap in the middle. Then down here, I have all of the dense originium powder production. Obviously, all of my excess sand leaf goes into the depot again, so that I don't waste any additional output. Whereas the rest goes and makes the dense originium powder. Take the dense originium powder and put it in the battery. Then I take some ferrium, and I need some powder, put it into the reactor here. And this reactor takes the effluent from over here, turns it into Zycron, and then it takes its sewage, outputs it into this. And this is a circular loop I've decided to make, where this one provides this sewage here, and then the sewage goes back into the Zycron or Zaronite production. So I have, and basically this is the exact same on the side, except right now I have this turned off so that it doesn't, because each of these batteries take 2 Zaronite outputs, or basically it takes 1 Zaronite per second. But I am currently, instead of turning into the Zycron effluent, I'm turning or just putting all these in the depot, and then having it come out here to make some components. And this is currently making either Yazin or a Jinkao, and I'm taking the sewage, bringing it over here. This has capacity to, it's working at half capacity right now. I have all these 4 machines disabled because these 2, I need some to go into the components. And basically, this component thing alone is halving my Jinkao and my battery production, which is not great. At this point, though, I think I will turn this into Yazin because I can sell that. Whereas this is purely for healing, which I don't think I need anymore. And let me just store this. I'm just doing this to give myself a clean slate. So let me just get some Yazin instead. Ooh, this, I need to clean this up. Let's see. Okay, gotta clean this out. Screw it. I need to clean out my inventory after this. I'm just gonna destroy this. Production 2, reactor crucible. And let me just output Yazin solution. Eesh. I guess I can do this. Discard, and then put it back. Okay. Basically, okay, it's Yazin now. I need to clean that out. And I'll just quick stash everything. Unfortunately, I'm left with all of this powder that I need to put in the Valley 4 depot, or just... I need to discard that somewhere. So... one of the things I want to do... Actually... is, right now I'm wasting a lot of batteries, as you can see, because each of these provide 3,200 power. I think by default I have like 200 power. So because I produce 3,400 power, or basically I am so over the half. I'm so bad at explaining this. What am I even saying? Basically, I'm only 200 power over the 3,400 limit, but I'm producing 6,600. So I'm producing way too much power. I need to get rid of this and then produce a little bit of regular power. Let me just check something. I don't know how tall this is. If I were to put a Yazin... Ooh, this is a Jinkao. I did bad. I copy-pasted. I copied the homework. As in, I just copied this exact thing and then... Actually, this is the Yazin 3 solution. I literally just fixed it up. I'm too lazy, so... Oh, this is Yazin C. Oh, okay. That makes sense. This doesn't work either. Wait, what is this? What is this? Yazin reactor crucible. This is this, isn't it? Okay, this is not correct at all. I need to fix this. But what I really wanted to check was the Jinkao T. Does this fit here? Probably not. I'm guessing it's too fat. Too fat, too tall. Does Jinkao drink fit here? It's not too fat, but it's too tall. Okay, that's fine. I'll just leave this as... This might be here permanently, honestly. Maybe I'll move the sewage treatment here. So this needs to connect to here. And this needs to connect to here. Here? No, it needs to connect to here. Once I move it. Okay. I think I will do that about now-ish. Because I need a little bit of space here. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, I'm just gonna plop this here. And another copy of this also fits here. I'll put this here as well. And I'll turn these off. Okay, let's see. These are disconnected, and this needs to connect over here. Oh yeah, I don't know if last time I was here, did I make this version yet? The efficient version, the version 3? Where it's a lot prettier and not a mess of tubes. Okay, let's connect this sewage all the way over here. This to over here. And this to over there. But actually, I don't know why I added these extra treatment plants. I just wanted to check if it fit, if I ever needed extra sewage. Which it does, but I don't need it. Okay, so the sewage situation is sorted. Now I need to sort the battery situation. Which actually, I need to go over to the sub factory and set up some power so that my thing doesn't power down once I set everything up. Okay, let me quickly get this down. Splitter. That's not what I wanted. Ugh. Always check what the output is before using it. Yeah, switch it to nothing. Deselect. 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 There we go. Let me put some batteries down. Power thermal bank. And for now, I'll just eat up my batteries. Okay, so that should give me a shit ton of power. For now, I will have infinite power. Yeah, I'll hide over here because I won't be touching this. Let's delete this. So what I want to do is, so before I used to transfer dense originium powder because it's the most efficient thing to transfer. Is this gives me basically 2 originium for the price of 1 regional transfer unit. Yeah, I only lose 1,000 ferrium. That means nothing to me. Okay. So this is basically getting 2 originium for the price of 1 transfer unit. So that's the best thing to transfer. And I'm just going to be using this for power. I'm not going to... Obviously, I can't sell it here, but... Usable items... AIC products. I want this. So I basically need a compact steel part plant. Can I fit this here? Or do I need a little bit more space? Well, one way to find out. Yeah, this ain't gonna really fit anywhere. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay. If this, turn off the water for these. So this will produce sand leaf for the steel. This will need to output ferrium. So ferrium output here. I'm gonna need thermal plants. Oh, this will also need to output dense originium powder. Production 2 in a packaging unit. I don't know if I'll have enough space in this tiny alcove here. Let's see. Where would I put the packaging unit? So the steel parts, what does this need again? I haven't done this in a while. It needs me to refine, shred, grind. Refine, shred, grind. Refine, fit. Refine, shred, grind. Refine, shred, where's the grinder? Actually, I think it needs... So I just need to produce... Okay, so if I import 1,500 of these, it takes 15 of these to make a battery, so this will make 100 batteries per hour. And if I were to burn them, it takes 40 seconds to burn one, so that'd be 90 batteries per hour, which gives me a little bit of leeway. How much ferrium do I need? Okay, so each battery costs 10 steel parts. Each steel part is 2 ferrium, so 20 ferrium. So 20 times 100. So I need 2,000 ferrium per hour, which means I need 33 ferrium per minute. Wait a second. But if instead of making 100, if I just made 90 times 20 divided by 60 equals 30. Okay, so I just need a single ferrium output, but that also means that I'm going to be storing a bunch of dense iridium powder instead of the useful ferrium, which is I'm fine with. So the output of this will be the steel powder. So I only need 1 ferrium output, which is nice. So this gives me this. I need to refine it and then fit it. Okay. Okay, so this will be ferrium. This will be dense iridium powder, the DOP, is what I like to call it. In fact, that's what I call it in my blueprints. The DOP V3. Technically, I could move this up here. Okay, so this gives me the parts that I need. So exactly what I want. Okay, put this right here. It's fine. I can technically move this out too, and then put additional power back here. Okay, so now I need a gearing unit. packaging unit. Okay. I could put the seeds here. This doesn't really work either. Okay, let's see. I could do this. Okay. Okay. Here we go. And with this, I can put a production packaging unit. So with this, I need to put a thermal bank right here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I could technically move this entire AIC to the left by 2, and my setup would fully function still. Okay. Okay, so I could technically give myself more space, but what does it actually do for me? It gives me nothing. This output the batteries, this output the DOP. This outputs into here. This outputs into here. Put a pylon right here. And then this goes into here. And here. And I need to put some sand leaf in here. Oh, not here. Quick stash. Give me some sand leaf. Okay. So with this, this should be enough power. Let me just wait for a second for it to produce its first baby's first battery. And so this takes 1 ferium, this takes 1 ferium, this takes 1 ferium, and this also takes the export. And it'll fill up my depot full of a bunch of DOP, which is fine, I guess. It's a little bit of a waste, but what am I going to do with the extra DOP anyway? Nothing I can do with it. But this also means that I'm never going to have enough ferium, which is unfortunate. I'll never have enough ferium because I'm either going to have to run one of my batteries at half production, or I'm going to have to run one of... Or... Oh, wait a second. I forgot. I'm using copium now. I don't need ferium for bottles. For Jinkou and Yazin. Okay, never mind. So, in my AAC report, this will use 90 ferium. This will use... Theoretically, when I use 2 battery productions, this will use 480. And this will use 120 copium. So it used all my resources perfectly. I think they probably planned for everything to fit perfectly. Okay, now that it's powering up, let's go and turn off the other batteries. Stop eating my batteries.
Only by walking upon the land.
Okay, with this, so this is my Jinkou. I need to fix, so this is Jinkou. Let's delete this as well. After I double check that this is the correct blueprint. Yeah, this is the exact blueprint, so I can delete this without worrying. But I need to redo the Yazin version, because that doesn't work at all. In fact, just as a guarantee that it doesn't work at all, let me just place it down, see if it even looks remotely working. Yeah, this doesn't work. This is Jinkou. So let me delete that blueprint and remake it. This just needs this water over here. Here it is. Here it is. So this will produce Yazin. I'll have to delete. I should delete the pumps afterwards as well if I'm not going to use them. They're just a drain on my power. That doesn't matter much, at least. Okay. Is this doing what I want it to do? What's the bottleneck? Here it is. So this was the reason why it wouldn't have worked. The reactor, the crucible. So let's see if it makes any of the syringes. Nice. Okay. So Yasin solution syringe version 3. This is going to be the new one. The one that actually works. Oh, I need to put its image as well. Here it is. And let's delete this old one that doesn't work. And this one probably doesn't work either. Oh wait, it actually has Yasin. But let me save the other blueprint that I currently have. Okay, so let's delete this old one. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't quite work or fit. Okay, so this works. Okay. So this is my fully functioning factory. This is with the copium turned on and the batteries turned off. And yeah, I think there's nothing I can do to make this factory better. I am proud of what I've created. It's beautiful to my eyes. I wonder, actually, what does the system recommend? Like, what's the system blueprint for this? Makes me curious. I don't have enough space to put it in there, so I'm gonna slap it over here. System blueprints. How do they make SC? Oh, I thought they were gonna give me the entire massive blueprint. Okay, yeah. I was like, how do they fit that in a 50 by 50? Actually, you could fit in a 50 by 50, but if you use up an 550 by 50, that's also quite space inefficient. Okay. So it's beautiful. I can technically save on power by using the water pumps or the water miners instead of the regular electric miners, but I don't see any reason to do that. Until they give me a miner that mines faster, or if I'm really crunching down on the power, which I'm honestly somewhat close. I'm 3,500 power, which if I bring it down to 3,400, technically I don't even need this battery production, and I can import some extra Farium to sell for extra bucks. Because this right now is draining Farium, and it's also, this is equivalent to me losing 55 Farium, because I get to import Farium instead, and also not burn Farium on this. So if I can get my power down, usage down below 3,400, this could be big for me. But the problem is, this entire facility is turned off. As soon as I turn this on, how much power? If I turn on all of these facilities, how much power do I take now? 3,900. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh. Gonna... From here to here. Okay, so... all is good in the world. My production... all the way at the bottom. 6 per minute. It should be 6 per minute, 6 per minute, and then 3 per minute. 6 per minute, 6 per minute, and then 3 per minute. And once I turn everything on, or basically, if I turn this off, then I can get an extra 6 per minute batteries, and another 6 per minute Yazen Syringe A. The only thing is, I am wasting some of this dense iridium powder, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so with this, my factory arc is done. For 1.1 at least. Unless I'm forgetting something important. It's so beautiful to me. I love my factory. This is Copium Component version 2. And this is Copium Component version 2 plus sewage. Right now I'm using the sewage version. The other one is basically the same thing as this, but instead of having these waste sites, it has the inputs, and I'd have to go over here and connect it to a waste disposal unit, which I don't need it. And I have one sub PAC to spare. Okay. So happy with this. I've already done my dailies for today, I believe. Everything is done. I've bought all of these, but I'm not selling because look at this horrible, horrible price. 3,000. Where are all the 4,000 pricings? I ate all up. I left this overnight and it was eating up all my Wuling batteries, unfortunately, so I accidentally did this to myself. I broke the system for a bit. So these aren't going to get produced anymore, so I shouldn't sell them. I should just sell these two. Okay, hopefully
I need to turn off. Okay, if my stockpile gets full of Wuling bills and it's wasting money, I need to turn off the copium components and then fully invest in batteries. Because right now this is such a drain on resources just for a couple components. Okay. I'm just gonna, if whenever possible, I'm gonna buy as many artificing catalysts as possible. I want to at least get all of the 95% done. The engraving permits are not as important to me. I have everything I need for essences. Honestly, I have all the essences I need. More than anything, I just need essences to burn and waste to invest into other essences. I don't even know what to farm for anymore. For essences. Okay, so with the factory done. What shall I do next? So one thing I can do is the etch space salvage. And another thing I can do, let's see, what metals am I missing now? Friends. Who requests now? A Lavatane main with Lastrite. My man. Who should I get rid of? You haven't been on for 27 days. Target friend is full, that's fine. So now I just need to do one more side quest, which is, or not even side quest, it's basically just do the etch space, and then I can continue working on my metals. So I need to do the speed runs, which should be fairly fast and easy. Become solidified. That one's an easy one. Basically just go into one of those boss guys and then just continually get frozen over and over. Which, they're annoying and always freeze me anyway, so. This one just requires a lot of farming. Nothing I can do to speed that up. That's just a sanity grind. This one, basically I just need to spend more ore barrel. So maybe on the Rossi banner. Ultimate weapon. This requires me to full, or get close to a full potential weapon. So for this one, I kind of have two options. This one is just also grinding. Over time, I'll be able to get that. I think I've gotten all of the construction ones. Yep, constructions are all done. Social are all done. So basically, it's only progression and technical left. And technical, I should be able to finish quite easily. It's just these ones. This one will probably be the last one I get, Potential Unleashed. That'll be able to get over time, but there's no recruitment like in Arknights, so I'm not going to be able to get all of that easily. I just need a lot of pulls. So the two that I can actually work for is Skill Master and Ultimate Weapon. Currently in my inventory, I have two candidates for Ultimate Weapon. One is the Stanza Memorials, because one, it's a really good weapon anyway, so I want this. And also it's a 5-star. So a or a 0 potential, or potential 1, I guess, weapon has a maximum of 22 skill points. So I need it to be up to potential 4. So to get to potential 4, I basically need... Is it 4 copies of the same weapon? So this is 1. So I need 3. Yeah, I need 3 more of these. So I need 4 duplicates of a weapon. One option is that I just fully invest in a random shitty blue weapon. But that's such a waste to do. Stanza of Memorials is my best option because it's a 5-star weapon that's the best in slot for many characters. For example, Perlica right now, it's the best in slot. And it also shares the exact same... It shares the exact same essence, attack boost, intellect, attack, and twilight as my Forgeborn Scathe, which is already almost a max potential weapon. Or not max essence weapon. So if I'm able to basically max out this essence and then get enough Stanza of Memorials, it's an easy 25 skill point weapon. The other option is the Cannibal, because it's my only 6-star that I have 4 dupes of. It's not amazing because it is in my my Lavitane squad, so it would help me. But I need a major investment into the Cannibal, which is absolutely not what I want. And I guess my third option is choosing a random purple and then just investing in it, wasting a bunch of resources just for the achievement, which is kind of my last resort right now. It's the last thing I would do. At worst, I would go for the Cannibal, but my hope is that I get enough Stanza of Memorials. If I can get a potential for Stanza of Memorials, I'd be very happy. But to do that, I basically just need to keep on checking the shop. I need to check the shop and buy it if it ever shows up. But my Arsenal tickets. Oh, my poor Arsenal tickets. I have Yvonne and I have Lasterite. They're my main DPS in both of my teams, but I can't afford their poor weapons. They're... Oh well. So, because now my factory has been fully optimized, I think I'm just going to... I need to think about what I want to do for the next video. Because forming essences is one thing. I need to farm essences to get what is it even called? It's not like a fully potentialed weapon because I think it goes maximum up to 27. What is it called? It's 25 skill points on a weapon. Skill rank. So I need a skill rank weapon of 25, and I need to just mastery 20 skills. Those are the two things I can work for. And also complete actually the 4 bosses. You know what? I may as well just do this one right now. Yeah, I would want to go. Actually, I can zipline over there. I'm gonna zipline. Oh, it's fully grown. Oh, I'm full of garbage. My garbage-filled inventory. After I harvest this, I need to go to Valley 4 and dump all of this powder. I have way too much. Okay. So, harvest farm. Dump all of it into my Valley 4. Get frozen for 6 times. End video. And then I might do another Road to 100% video. Okay, you can take that. Actually, thank you. Actually, I need to go to Dijon. And dump all this. Quick stash. There we go. Finally, clean inventory. And I'm low on some of these. Extract some seeds. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Minja, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye-bye.